Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about housework. Before we start the lesson, please take your Longman Elect Book 2B and turn it to page 5. Housework. Housework is things that we do at home to make our home better. Do you help your parents by doing housework at home? When we talk about housework, doing housework, there are normally two parts in a phrase. The first part is the verb, the action word. And the other part is a noun, the object that you are doing the action to. Sometimes it may not be an object, it may be a person or an animal. We don't know that. Let's point out the verb, the action word of each phrase here. The first one, make the bed. The action word is make. Let me ask you a question. Is the man in this picture on the right making a bed? The answer is no. What he is doing is actually called to build a bed. And of course here, the action word is build. It's not make anymore. So if you're building a bed, no, you're not doing housework. But if you're making the bed, it means that you are trying to make the bed tidy and neat. You're folding the blanket or putting the blankets on top of your bed to make it nice and neat and tidy. The second phrase is sweep the floor. And the action word, the verb, is sweep. And when we sweep the floor, we normally use a broom. Beautiful. Now, let me ask you another question. In the picture, here I circle in red. Is that person sweeping the floor? Let's have a closer look at the tool that this person is using. It is not a broom. This person is actually mopping the floor. This action we call to mop the floor. Number 3, water the plants. What is the verb here? Which one is the action word? Like you may say, water is what we drink, so it is a noun. Plant is an object, so it's a noun too. But here is the beautiful thing. In this case, water is the verb, is the action. Watering a plant means that you are pouring water to the soil of the plant so that the plant can grow. In general study, you have already learned that plants need water to grow. And this is why we need to water the plants. Alright, here, number 4 and 5 are together. And we see a little slash here. This slash means or. So, for the first part of the phrase, well, there are actually two phrases. For the first phrase is hang up the washing. Hang up the washing is this. So when you hang up the washing, the verb is hang. You cannot just say hang the washing, although hang is the verb. You need to put the word hang and up together to bring out the meaning. And this is just the natural way of saying it. Well, let's think about it. You're not going to hang down the washing because it's always up in the air so that the washing can dry. And the next part is fold the clothes. And this is the picture telling you what it really is. And the verb here, the action word, is fold. Number 6 and number 7 is set or clear the table. There are two pictures here, but there's only one word in front of the slash. So which is the verb and which is the noun? When you say set or clear the table, you can also say it this way. To set the table or clear the table. Okay. So the first part is set the table. And this is the picture that's showing what it really means. And the action word is, the verb is set. When we set the table, it means that we are getting the table to be ready for our dinner. So we are going to put the cutleries, the forks, knives, or chopsticks, the bowl, the food on the table, so that when we go there, when we go to the table, we are ready to have dinner or lunch. So we do this before we eat. We set the table before we have the meals we eat. And the next part is clear the table. And this is the picture showing it. You can see a lot of dirty bowls and used plates here. To clear the table means to put these dirty things that we finished using away. So the table is clear, nothing on the desk. Just like what we do in the lesson. Nothing on the table after dinner. So we do this after we have had our meals. So after lunch, we clear our table, we clear our desks by putting our lunch box outside the classroom, throwing it away, and we clear the desk, we clean it with wet tissues or cloths. So this is clearing the table. Of course, the verb is clear. Now the next part, number 8 and 9, is walk or feed the dog. So just like 6 and 7, what I really mean here is to walk the dog or feed the dog. Again, we've learned in general study, feed means giving food for the animal to eat. So we can feed the dog, feed the baby, feed the cat, feed the goldfish. But you rarely hear people saying walk the goldfish. It's something that we normally do with a dog. So the action words here for these two phrases is walk and feed. These are the things that you do to the dog. Now, walk the dog is funny because you know what walking is. You know what a dog is. So a dog is here and I walk on it. Is this walking a dog? Of course not. It's walking on a dog and we do not do that. Please, a big no to this. Okay? We don't walk on the dog, but we walk the dog. When we walk the dog, it means that we are taking a walk with the dog. So we are walking with it. We're bringing it out. Maybe to the park, maybe to the street. I don't know, maybe to the field when you're outside the country park where they allow pets in. And you let the dog walk with you because animals needs exercising, and walking the dog is to let your dog have some light exercises, and you should do that every day if you have a dog. And also the next one is feed the dog. We give food to the dog so the dog can eat. This is all for today's lesson, but let us read together from the top. Make the bed. Sweep the floor. Water the plants. Hang up the washing. Fold the clothes. Set the table. Clear the table. Walk the dog. Feed the dog. Now you know all these housework phrases. You should be good to go and do your online homework. And that's it for today. Bye bye.